Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is, well, no one's joining me. It's just me, because the Academy Award nominations just came out, and I wanted to do something fun. I wanted to figure out what the Movies, Films, and Flicks Best Picture nominations would be. Now, I'm not saying that our nominations are better. I'm not saying woulda, coulda, shoulda. I mean, there's probably, 1,000 movies released in 2022? And to narrow it down to 10 with all the voting and marketing and getting eyes on them, it's impossible. So I'm not saying this list is better. I'm not saying it's just different. It's what Movies, Films, and Flicks would do. So what I did was I reached out to the Movies, Films, and Flicks contributors, and I asked them, hey, if you could pick one movie that's nominated or not that to receive a guaranteed Academy Award nomination for Best Picture, what would it be? So then I put together a list of 10, and I want to talk about them on this episode real quick. And also, I just really want to thank everybody for a great 2020, I was going to say 2020, 22. I talked too fast. So a great 2022. We grew on Spotify. We were in the top 20 in more than 70 countries. And in a day and age with so much content, I'm just honored that you would listen to this show. I'm humbled by it. I appreciate it. And hopefully 2023 is even bigger for us. And I plan on doing a lot more funky stuff, having some fun. And yeah, just talking more about jet skis. Got to talk about jet skis. So as it stands right now, the films nominated for Best Picture are All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Tar, Top Gun: Maverick, Triangle of Sadness, and Women Talking. It's a solid list. You have two blockbusters that made at least $1.5 billion. You have Triangle of Sadness, which is a gnarly film that features a jet ski and also features a donkey dying, and so does Banshees of Inisherin. So does EO. Jeez, that's a pattern. Then we have, just Tar, beautiful performance from Cate Blanchett. Everything Everywhere All at Once is going to steamroll everything. Baz Luhrmann is back. James Cameron is back. Women Talking. People are finally learning about Sarah Polley and how great she is. So it's a fun selection. Sure, other movies could have been added, but I like what it is. After Yang could have been in there. Who knows? Well, so could have Mad God. But this got me thinking too. If I was pulling the Oscar clips, if I work for the Academy and they're like, Mark, during the broadcast, we need you to pull all the clips. I started thinking about the movies that I wish were nominated for Best Picture, just so I could just depress everyone in the audience. So I think I would pick The Sadness, the Taiwanese body horror film. I would do Triangle of Sadness again, Babylon, just because of all the puke, all the elephant poop, just gross out moments. Nope. I would do The Chimp Attack, Hatching, great body horror there. Mad God, so many things to show. Day Shift, there's a kitchen fight with Scott Adkins. Barbarian, this is a tough one. I might do the biting scene. I might do the milk scene. I might do the I've been living here for 15 years moment. Who knows? Plenty of good stuff. Speak No Evil. The clips would rock, that's for sure. And Men. I would just show the entire ending of Men to the audience and just shock everybody. It would be absolutely hilarious. And I don't know. I'd be fired. I'd definitely be fired from the job. I would not be around much longer if I showed all those clips. But still, it'd be a good time. And people would talk about it. People would chat. Hey, did you watch the Oscars last night? They showed this clip from Mad God that, oh man, I'm never going to be the same. It was like a 15-minute vivisection moment where this guy called the Assassin is just ripped apart and they just pull stuff out of his belly while people watch. And it's gnarly. So yeah, that's yeah. I wish Mad God was nominated. All right, so I reached out to 10 MFF contributors and I just thought, let's put together the MFF 10. So if Movies, Films, and Flicks were in charge of the Academy Awards, these are the 10 films that would be nominated for Best Picture. And here they are. Megan Hoffmeyer, my wonderful wife. She picked RRR, which, yeah, why not? It's beautiful. It's huge. It made over 100 million. After we were done watching it, Megan looked at me and went, that's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life. It's fun, wild. It opens the world up to Tollywood. It brings in a whole new audience, and just, you know how many eyes would be on that? It's such a fun movie. So our number one would be RRR. Then I asked Aaron Newirth of the Out Now with Aaron and Abe podcast. I record commentaries with him on his show, and I also join in for the occasional episode. I just did the 2022 horror episode for him, so look out for that. And he picked Park Chan-wook's Decision to Leave, which is my favorite film of 2022, and it is an absolute stone cold stunner. Park Chan-wook, from Old Boy, The Handmaiden, Thirst, he is just an absolute auteur. And I think Decision to Leave in 10 years, 5 years, 3 years is going to be looked at as a work of art. It's beautiful. It is an outstanding film, and I wish Tang Wei would have been nominated for Best Actress, but whatever, only 5 get in. Once again, there's thousands of performances. So we have RRR, and we have Decision to Leave. Number 3, Aftersun, the Charlotte Wells directed film that got Paul Mescal a Best Actor nomination, which is beautiful. I picked this one because Aftersun is just beautiful. It's art. It's the way it's filmed, the cinematography, the conversations, the negative space, the way that conversations are recorded. There's this beautiful scene where the father and daughter are having a conversation, and it's kind of private, so you're at a distance from it. You feel like you're listening in on it, and it's just art. It is a beautiful, beautiful movie, and I'm so happy that Paul Mescal is now Academy Award nominated. Paul Mescal. It's wonderful. Next, Zanandi, our horror expert, alongside John Levengood. Zanandi said that she wants Nope to be nominated. The Jordan Peele directed sci-fi thriller horror film that also features Keith David. And Keith David's in it. That's so cool. Also, Oz Perkins, the director from The Black Coat's Daughter, Daniel Kaluuya. It's a wonderful movie that's really well shot. Hoyt van Hoytema shot the heck out of it. Michael Wincott pretended to shoot the heck out of it. And it is just a big alien film that is an absolute blast. And Aaron Newirth says that it's Jordan Peele doing Jaws, which makes sense. I like that. I like that comparison. And it's just a big budget original film, 60 million budget, made 180 million worldwide. Just a big movie, big original movie. Give it a nomination. Next, number 5, Nick Rehack of, he did the Purple Rain, Tron Legacy episode, a bunch of episodes of Movies, Films, and Flicks. He picked Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, which is directed by the Daniels, and is just an absolute blast of joy. It's, the ideas, the editing, the pacing, the performances, it's such a wonderful film, and it got 4 acting nominations, which is amazing. And I do think it's probably going to clean up at the Oscars this year because it has the momentum. It's a lot of fun. It's an original film full with original ideas, comeback stories. So we have RRR, Decision to Leave, Aftersun, Nope, and Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Next, we have Tar. So Johnny Num and Joey Lewandowski, they both, Joey Lewandowski of the Too Fast, Too Forever podcast, and Johnny Num of the Last Knock podcast and the Movies, Films, and Flicks podcast, and he wrote a review for Movies, Films, and Flicks. It's wonderful. They both picked Tar. Just Todd Fields directed, Kate Blanchett starring. You have Nina Hoss from Phoenix. Phoenix's Nina Hoss is in it. It is just a layered, cynical, fun, devious movie. And I love what Johnny Num had to say about it. He wrote, "It would be tempting to call this as black-hearted as the main character's name, but it's a film of genuine gray areas, made even grayer by the details writer-director Todd Field chooses to reveal or not reveal to the viewer. It's subtly mean movie without reveling in cringe moments. Instead, it builds a sense of intrigue over the course of 2.5 hours that leaves more questions than answers. While I highly doubt Tar will win Best Picture, its ambiguities, coupled with Kate Blanchett's powerhouse performance, will ensure its place in the cinematic and cultural conversation for years to come." Johnny Num, you're an artist. I can't write like that. So there's Tar. We have a wonderful lineup. Now, this is where things start to kind of get interesting. I asked Adam Hodgins, the resident maniac of Movies, Films, and Flicks. He's been with us since the early 100s episodes, and Adam Hodgins said that he would love to have Metal Lords nominated. He said it's the best coming-of-age movie since Stand By Me. And I had never even heard of Metal Lords. It's on Netflix. It has a 6.7 on IMDb, 63% Rotten Tomatoes. It stars Jaden Martell from the It films, and it's 4 teenage misfits, Hunter and Kevin, For teenage misfits, Hunter and Kevin, the path to glory is clear. They devote themselves to metal, win battle of the bands, and be worshipped like gods. So if you know Adam, he's huge into music. He's a musician. So he is also a big fan of Metal Lords. So I love that when this would be announced, everyone would be like, what? Like, I guarantee Google would explode with, what is Metal Lords? So Metal Lords is our next pick. Then we are moving on to David Cross of the Award Wieners Movie Review podcast. He picked The Woman King, which is a wonderful pick because I'm a big fan of Gina Prince Bythewood, and she directed Love and Basketball, which is one of my favorite movies, and it's just an overall crowd-pleasing action drama that features really wonderful performances from Lashana Lynch, Viola Davis. It's a well-constructed, solid film with good action, and it would have been cool. It would have been cool. The director of Love and Basketball has a movie that's nominated for Best Picture, and that would be pretty cool. And I also really think the movie's worth watching. It's a shame Viola Davis didn't receive a Best Actress nomination for her performance because, as everyone knows, she's great. But once again, there's so many people, like Tang Wei got left out. It's nuts. But yeah, so The Woman King is our 8th pick. Number 9, this is when things get weird. But Joey Lewandowski, Dan from the Movie Cellar, and myself, I thought like, what would be a really strange nomination? What would be fun? And we decided that Jackass Forever would be the great 9th nomination. So the 9th film to receive a Best Picture nomination is Jackass Forever. The rare legacy film that does a good job of bringing in new characters to sort of join the older characters, and they form a really friendly camaraderie. I love all the high-fiving in Jackass Forever. I mean, I felt bad for Johnny Knoxville getting another concussion because his brain's got to be macaroni by now. But the skit with Chris Pontius with the Dick Godzilla and the mime kiss where Poopies gets bit in the face by a snake and has to remain quiet. Just the whole thing is a joy to watch. And so why not? You know what? Give Jackass Forever the 9th nomination. And number 10 is the Banshees of Inisherin, which is recommended by Jay Cluett. I love them. Everyone loves the movie. Jay Cluett, my co-host on Con Air, the podcast, and Deep Blue Sea, the podcast, he really wants to see Banshees of Inisherin nominated. And you know what's nice about the Banshees of Inisherin is that Martin McDonagh, also all four actors in it got nominated as well, which is nuts. The nice thing about Martin McDonagh is he started off with Six Shooter, the short film, then he went to In Bruges, and he went to Seven Psychopaths and Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. He's always had this sort of stylish provocateur vibe where, I'm not going to call it Tarantino-esque, but he's an absolute playwright, but he's pushing buttons. And what was nice about the Banshees of Inisherin, is it's very earnest. And yes, it's dark. It has a dark soul, but it's also very heartwarming and likable and not stylish. It's just a very well-written tale of a man suffering from depression who doesn't want to deal with his bozo friend anymore. And it's a really neat exploration of depression and friendship and just life in general. And there's a donkey in it too that's really popular. So these are 10 nominations. These are them, right? RRR, Decision to Leave, After Sun, Nope, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Tar, Metal Lords, The Woman King, Jackass Forever, and The Banshees of Inisherin. That is a lovely collection of films picked by MFF contributors, and I think they're all worth a watch. So yeah, let us know who you would pick to win over all of these, and send me a message. Be like, Mark, this is the one movie from 2022 I wish received a Best Picture nomination. And also too, while you're at it, there's been some really cool 2022 films, but I think there are some really neat movies that are not going to be mentioned during awards time. Maybe during the Independent Spirit Awards. But there's some movies I think that are worth a watch for you. So I'm just going to name a couple of them so you can go watch them. First is 13 Lives, directed by Ron Howard. It's on Amazon Prime. Colin Farrell, Viggo Mortensen. Colin Farrell, The Batman, Banshees of Inisherin, After Yang, 13 Lives. He won 2022. So go watch 13 Lives. Mad God is on Shudder. Phil Tippett directed it. It's wonderful. There's a movie called EO. It received a Best International Film nomination. It's about a donkey. Probably my favorite filmed movie of the year. It looks beautiful. Also check out Happening from France. Marina, which is a Kino Lorber release. It was filmed in Croatia. Really excellent film. I also want to put out Something in the Dirt from Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead. We're going to be doing an episode on that soon. Kimmy, listen y'all, Kimmy's wonderful. Then we got No Bears, which was shot in Iran. It's a wonderful, wonderful movie. And Ambulance. Watch Ambulance. Also watch Day Shift. I'm going to watch Cyrano. There's a lot of movies to watch in 2022. I can't name them all. But hopefully I got a couple out there. Maybe check out one of the ones I recommended. And yeah, I just wanted to, once again, say thank you for listening. And thank you for putting up with me talking incessantly for 17 minutes. And I really hope you like the MFF Best Picture nominations. I actually had fun doing this, and I like putting together the list. I like thinking about the nominations, and I hope you enjoyed. So yeah, look out for more good episodes in 2023. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.